London is a great city and an artistic centre. The National Gallery were celebrating their bicentenary this year, and they've sent out 12 works to the regions.
We thought that we would celebrate the National Gallery by doing the exact opposite and taking 12 works of art from 12 different regional museums here in the UK and bringing them here to London so that as many people passing through London can see these masterpieces.
In the UK, we own this extraordinary public collection of art. It is spread across not just the museums, but our universities, hospitals and other civic buildings. And what we're doing is transforming access to that collection. So anyone with online access anywhere in the world can access that collection 24/7. This idea was put to us, the idea around a small number of extraordinary works that showcased London as an artistic crossroads, but also showcased the treasures that had been found in our regional collections around the United Kingdom.
The artists included in the exhibition came from a myriad of different countries and cities, and they came to London to seek refuge, to take artistic inspiration. But what's so lovely about this exhibition is that all of these works of art are now converging back in London. And through those paintings coming home to London, we're able to actually explore the stories of where those artists came from themselves.
It's really great for the Bacon to go on loan out because it's been to over 20 cities across the world, and I think it's just a great opportunity for people to see it outside of its native, well, not quite native home, but rented home. London's such a great city. I think at the time during the war and kind of interwar period and during the war, there was this real sense of freedom throughout the city because there were men fighting in the war, they were doing their duty. Francis Bacon was one of the men who couldn't fight because of his asthma. So I think the people that were left behind, there was kind of a no rules kind of life going on, and that really suited Francis Bacon. There's great professionals looking after it. They're going to deinstall it, wrap it, pack it into its crates. They will transport it in their fine art vehicle. It will get to London, it will be unpacked in the gallery, and it will be very well looked after, I know that.
It's important for us to be involved in projects like this. It helps the University of Liverpool's profile as an art collector, and also it engages new audiences with the artworks that we hold. One of our star items in our collection is our wonderful Frank Bowling painting called Big Bird. We've had it in our collection since 1975, and it was gifted to us by the Contemporary Art Society, and it was the first painting we got from them. Any painting, it's interesting to see them in different spaces and in different contexts. It's always been out on campus for the benefit of students, the benefit of the staff, for everybody's inspiration, really.
We're so excited to be part of the Artistic Crossroads. Our contribution is the Frank Auerbach, and the collection really talks to that connection between people. What I love about Frank, who's obviously still alive, is that he's a student of David Bomberg, and we have a Bomberg on display downstairs, we have the Auerbachs, we have Leon Kossoff, we have this sort of dialogue of mid-20th century artists coming together and sort of changing the rules with how they created art and the passion with which they wanted to get across their relationships with each other. I love the title Artistic Crossroads because it really captures that essence of what London is for me. During this period after the war, it was literally an artistic crossroads of such fascinating people that generated an energy within the city. For me, that energy created in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, helped bring international attention to the city and become like a positive feedback loop of cultural and economic success. And I think that growth and that combination is absolutely essential. The role of art in the lifeblood of a city and how it's perceived, both by those who live in it and those who want to live in it, is absolutely key.
Although very much an island, the UK has been for centuries an artistic hub a place in which artists from all around the world migrated and decided to make their home. And it is this mobility of artists and mobility of ideas that really allowed Britain, and London in particular, to thrive artistically in such a way. Thinking about an artist like R.B. Kitaj, the friends that he made in London included people like Frank Auerbach, Lucian Freud, Francis Bacon, David Hockney, Peter Blake. So many major artists of the second part of the 20th century. And I think it is fair to say that this is the spirit of artistic freedom that has made London and Britain a home for the arts.
The RCA has been named the #1 art and design university in the world for the last 10 years running, and people come from all over the world because of that, but also we get that accolade because people from all over the world come here, and there are all sorts of synergies and connections that people can make here by bringing different cultures but also different approaches to their practice. Lucian Freud and John Minton were both very much part of a kind of gang of semi-figurative artists in the 1950s who really encouraged each other and really sort of helped push each other's practice along. They were a very hard partying, hard drinking group, lots of notorious stories about them, but they were also you know, a very sort of mutually supportive group. Freud drew a lot of inspiration from Bacon in terms of the types of brushes that he used, for instance, and there was a lot of kind of overlap. Freud became very close friends with Frank Auerbach, who was another German émigré, around the time that Auerbach graduated from the RCA in 1955. And Freud would say that he really hated being placed in any kind of grand German tradition of old masters. The biggest influence on him was much more his group of friends in London as a very sort of vitalising, very sort of cosmopolitan group who had lots of different ideas and lots of ways of sort of encouraging each other in their practice.
It's a fabulous opportunity for us. It's part of our wider strategy of really putting Burnley on the map. We want to let people know that we're here and to show them what a fabulous place it is to visit. And having this painting, the Sotheby, go down to London and have a whole new audience see it, it's a really great opportunity for us. It's important, I think, to share, obviously, objects and artworks throughout all museums and galleries. It's really lovely to have things move around the country. We often borrow things as well from other places, so it's lovely for our works to go out and about as well. We have such a rich history, and we've inherited and borrowed histories as well, objects from all around the world. Obviously, where people have travelled outside of the UK and then brought things back, that can have a difficult history within itself as we're kind of exploring and talking much more about. But there's so much to see here. I think there's a real love of culture, and it's so important to people. It's part of our health and our well-being to see all these wonderful things.
Just seeing them together was extraordinary, beautifully curated. It's really a gem of a small exhibition, absolutely stunning.
This work is really an iconic image and powerful homage to two key figures in 20th century art. we see coming together two opposite stories, two antithetical figures. On the one hand, we have Andy Warhol, the king of pop art in America, who completely revolutionized New York City's art scene. On the other hand, we have Joseph Beuys. He was known among the fathers of conceptual art. He was living in devastated post-war Germany, so very different context to the one in which Warhol was operating. But despite their differences, these two artists were pioneering leaders in their own right, and they were really among the key figures in the development of 20th century art. Beuys visited Warhol's famous studio known as the Factory to have his picture taken, and Warhol used his famous Polaroid big shot camera to immortalize this timeless image of Beuys. Warhol blows up the Polaroid and then he creates a silk screen which allows him to trace the subject's features onto the canvas. There's different layers of black paint, and through these different layers the figure of Beuys emerges. This is the silk screening technique that Andy Warhol was most known for and which he mastered throughout his career. In this work, Beuys is directly gazing at the viewer with an unblinking stare. This is really a departure from Warhol's traditional portraits, the glamorous celebrity-style portraiture that he did. Instead, it presents more of a darker figure in black, white, or grey tonalities. Warhol was really fascinated by the figure of Beuys. These portraits kind of sat in the last year of his production. He died in 1987 and he kept making portraits of Beuys until 1986. We're very excited to offer this work in our Contemporary Day auction taking place on June 26th in London.
This June, Sotheby's is delighted to present, as part of our Modern Day sale, a group of works by exceptional female artists working in the 20th century in Europe. Marianne Verefkin, Françoise Gillot, Tamara de Lempicka, and Alexandra Exter. These women lived trailblazing, revolutionary lives, all shaped by the world events of the 20th century, but with artistic careers that took unique paths. Itinerant existences were common to all of them. Lempicka escaped the Russian Revolution, moving from St. Petersburg to Paris in 1917, and then onwards to the USA following the outbreak of World War II, whilst Exter emigrated from Russia only shortly after Lempicka's departure, also for Paris. The legacy of both Verefkin and Gillot has for too long existed in the long shadows cast by their male romantic partners. Verefkin abandoned her painting for 10 years to nurture the creative talents of Jawlensky, but now her contributions to the expressionism of de Blaureiter is undergoing a significant reappraisal. Likewise, Françoise Gillot spent decades primarily known as Pablo Picasso's muse and partner. Finally, her creative genius and singular talent is being recognized in its own right.
Tamara de Lempicka was a pioneer, capturing the essence of modernity in her portraits of the female nude. One of her most celebrated works, Nuodosse 1, exemplifies this spirit. Painted in her distinctive style, it possesses a balance between beauty and strength that defines her modern female figures. First exhibited in 1925 in Milan, the painting played a crucial role in launching her career and connecting her with influential patrons. Forced to flee Poland during the Russian Revolution, Lempicka eventually settled in Paris, where she studied under Maurice Denis and André Lotte. Her early works therefore combined classical modelling and a sort of serpentine linearity with the simplified volumes of Cubism. Nuova d'Orsay 1 reflects these influences. The figures pose with her soft contrapposto and her porcelain skin echo Renaissance art, while the sharp angles and distinctive planes reveal Lempicka's Cubist vocabulary. This blend of styles creates a vision of modern femininity inextricable from her era. Lempicka's meticulous attention to detail is evident in the model's delicately curled eyelashes, seductive red lips, and perfectly coiffed hair, enhancing her allure and theatrical presence. The background, rendered with tonal gradations, further accentuates the figure's sculptural form, creating a striking contrast that heightens the painting's visual impact. Lempicka is celebrated today for portraying women in complete possession of their sexuality. In Nuova d'Orsay, the figure's averted gaze and loosely folded arms create a seductive tension, inviting the viewer whilst simultaneously maintaining her autonomy. This embodiment of the sexually liberated modern woman is both a reflection of Lempicka's own life and a statement on the evolving roles of women in society. Her radical vision shaped the Art Deco movement and highlighted the fragmented nature of identity and desire. Now being offered for the first time in nearly a decade, Nuova d'Orsay stands as a testament to Lempicka's enduring legacy and the pictorial and emotive strength of her most celebrated works.
Picasso's Cubism was a defining moment in the evolution of modern art. In a way, it set the scene for everything that follows. Here you've got this great explosion of colour and expanse on the large-scale canvas. You see right centre stage as the protagonist, the guitar, which is this great motif that Picasso returns to again and again throughout his career. The guitar is there as a kind of symbol of his Spanishness, the sexuality of the bohemian life. You could say that the object, the actual physical object of the guitar, embodies so much of what he was playing with in his Cubist aesthetic, because you've got the void, the inside of the instrument, you've got the kind of curvilinear form, sensual and anthropomorphic, and then you've got the strings, which give this sort of linear, parallel structure. And so it was a perfect instrument in a way for him to invent with. And then you've got this wonderful red injection of colour from the cloth on the table, and contrasting colours, the yellows, the oranges. And then through this beyond, there is a sense of looking through towards the sea, towards the sky. And the framing is a very interesting device here as well, suggesting the framing of a window. So all these elements evolve in those years from the very purest analytical Cubist motifs through to the more anthropomorphic Cubist paintings in the late teens and early 20s, of which this is a magnificent example. Paul Willert was the lender of this painting to the seminal exhibition in 1960 here in London at Tate. It was a sort of groundbreaking moment in post-war art history, and this painting was one of the key paintings in that show. It's very rare for a Cubist painting of this scale and magnificent colour to come to auction, so we're very excited to be offering this in our sale in June here in London.
Paula Rego's Meadow from 1996 is a large-scale, immersive painting that hints at her 1990s fascination with fairy tales and Christian stories. It features 4 female figures and 1 male figure. The woman depicted represents the same person at different points in time, which creates a mesmerizing compression of narrative and perspective. The male figure is a direct quote from Cézanne's painting Scipio, which is thought to inspire his later portrayal of Mary Magdalene, entitled The Sorrow, housed at the Musée d'Orsay. This dialogue between Rego and Cézanne delves into gender dynamics and the interplay of femininity and masculinity. Born in Portugal to an upper middle class family, Rego's classical upbringing was marked by societal repression. Under the dictatorship of Salazar, her work rebels against this, exploring desires, fantasies, and overturning oppressive gender norms. Rego moved to London to study at the Slade School of Fine Art, where she immersed herself in the vibrant London art scene, alongside artists such as Francis Bacon and Lucian Freud. Some years later, she began to explore Jungian psychoanalysis, which profoundly influenced her approach to storytelling in painting. In the 1980s, Rego shifted from oil and collage to pastel, discovering a medium that unleashed a powerful body of work. Meadow is a prime example of this mastery. Meadow was part of Rego's first New York show at Marlborough Gallery and is seen as a culmination of her exploration into narrative, colour and composition. Paula Rego paved the way for female artists. In a time of absence, she gave a voice to women's perspectives. Meadow is an impressive and powerful piece. It really is a testament to her groundbreaking career.
I remember when I started at Sotheby's nearly 30 years ago that there were a group of near mythic collectors based in London. Ralph Goldenberg was one of them. His name had a kind of status of great respect, and I couldn't wait to get into the house in London, not far from Sotheby's, which was his sanctuary to this extraordinary collection.
You opened up a door into an environment that was unlike anything I'd ever seen. The way he chose to project his vision within the space was so confident and at the same time very inviting.
He wanted to balance the best of the American avant-garde, both directly pre-war and post-war, together with some of the European artists that he perhaps became more familiarized with as he lived in London and worked with gallerists like Anthony Dolphy Gallery.
When Ralph Goldenberg started collecting, it was in the 1970s, and he was working at the Chicago Board of Trade, and he became closer with the gallery scene in Chicago. And it's actually from there that some of the earliest acquisitions stem. So, for example, fantastic work on paper by Jean Dubuffet, amazing painting by Ad Reinhard, and these works were acquired at the very beginning of his collecting journey. We have this whole story that's built up over 5 decades and really brings the collection to life.
He very comfortably created conversations between different periods, different types of artists, the YBAs with the minimalist Americans, and then embraced Italian post-war art in a way that nobody else really did. His passion for the pieces, the artists, the context, the relationship between the works was unparalleled.
It's really interesting to look at the way in which he collected and how that evolved. At the beginning, he was really focused on abstract expressionism, and then he moves and turns his eye more to minimalism. He's really discovered the importance of process within this minimalist art movement. Goldenberg had a very scholarly eye. He really knew what he was looking at.
He spent so much time studying it, but he was able to share it in a really exciting way. Ralph was very playful. Everything was fun and wasn't meant to be just academic.
He received letters from some of the most important curators worldwide, including Nicholas Sirota, Ralph Rugel, Rudy Fuchs, who requested to loan these works into exhibitions. There's a Tracy Emin work which was requested for inclusion in the Venice Biennale in 2007.
So where Ralph's genius really came in as a curator of his own collection was to bring in different media. He had his own vision. It was very personal.
When looking at the collection and visiting Ralph Goldenberg's home, there was a really strong sense of his understanding of how works work within a space, and it's how we landed on the primary structures as the designation for how we wanted to position his vision.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oliver Barker, and it is an absolute pleasure to welcome you here on this very beautiful summer evening in London for our marquee sale of modern contemporary art, presented in partnership with UK Sotheby's International Realty. As per tradition, summer is the season when the art world and Taylor Swift fans converge in London, and for several weeks we've been flying the flag for this great city of ours as a global arts hub with our month-long lone exhibition, London, an Artistic Crossroads, in partnership with Art UK and 12 museums across the country. The show celebrates the UK's central role in the creative lives of many international leading artists who visited and moved to the UK and enjoyed critical moments of creative flourishing there. And we hope you take the opportunity of seeing the exhibition downstairs in our gallery. It's really not to be missed. The collection of Ralph Goldenberg, which opens our sale tonight, is a fitting extension to this story. Ralph, being an American who brought artists and influences from across the world to the very heart of London. I had the privilege of visiting Hayes Mews and his wonderful, extraordinary minimal home designed by British architect John Paulson that was home to so many of the remarkable works that we are selling this evening. It's been a pleasure to welcome so many visitors to our galleries this past week to view the artworks in a specially designed space, carefully curated to mirror the serene look and spirit of Ralph's former home. This evening, I will be your auctioneer for the first 16 lots of the Goldenberg collection. Then my esteemed colleague, Helena Newman, will pick up the gavel for the remainder of the sale, which includes works by Picasso, Basquiat, Giacometti, Renoir, Tamara de Lempicka, and Paula Rego, to name just a few. Just before we open proceedings, a few announcements for your reference, including, of course, our new lowered buyer's premium rates. As noted in our conditions of business for buyers, everything is sold under the authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot offered, along with any applicable VAT or amount in lieu of VAT, as well as any applicable artist resale right royalty as part of the total purchase price payable. Please note that as of Monday, the 20th of May 2024, Sotheby's buyer's premium rates for all categories, excluding wine and spirits, are as follows. 20% of the hammer price up to and including £5 million, plus 10% of any amount in excess of £5 million. Please refer to our conditions of business for buyers for our full terms of sale. And the following lot has been withdrawn from the session this evening. It's lot number 51. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin, of course. Lot number 1, Primary Structures, the Ralph Goldenberg collection, Animal Negro, sold as viewed. Thank you very much indeed. This tabletop sculpture by Alexander Calder, the great American post-war sculptor, is entirely fresh to market, having remained in Ralph's collection for 37 years since its acquisition in 1987. Produced in 1955, this piece embodies the most desirable qualities of Calder's tabletop works. And with that, I'm going to start the bidding here at £80,000, 80,000, 100,000, 120,000, at 120. Gentlemen at the back here at 120,000, 150,000, 180,000 is bid at 180,000. Give me 200,000. It's with Courtney at 180,000. It's against you, sir, 180. It's here at 180,000. Still with Courtney at 180,000 pounds. Are you going to go on at 180,000? Here it is with Courtney's bid at 180. 200,000. Thank you very much indeed. It's Catherine Thomas in a new place. At 200,000, 220 is bid, 240 is my bid. At 240, say 60 is the next bid. 260 will be next. It's still at 240, I'm afraid. Here at 240,000. Give me 260,000. 260 is bid. Here it is at 260,000. I'm out now at 260,000. Clears my bidder at 260,000 with Max Moore. And the next bid's going to be 280,000. At 260,000. Thank you, Max. At 260,000. Here it is with Max Moore still at 260,000 pounds. Here on my left at 260,000. Thank you, Max. It's cleared the bid of my book at 260,000. It's against you both in the room. At 260,000 pounds. Still with Max on the further telephone here at 260,000. Catherine will be coming in again at 260,000. Give me one more bid at 260,000. I'll take 270 at this point at 270,000. At 270,000. Against you, Max here. It's Catherine again at 270,000 pounds. On this side of the room at 270. 280 will be next. Thank you. There it is. At 280,000 pounds. It's bid on my left and against you this time, Catherine, at £280,000. On the phone back at 280. It's against you, madam, here up front, at £280,000. Still on my left here. Thank you, Max. It's your bid, sir, at 280,000. It's clearing the room. 290 now. It's back with Catherine again at 290,000. Courtney, you're coming in again at 300. At £290,000. Here it is. It's Catherine Spitter at 290,000. Let's make it a round number now. At 290,000. Max, give me another one. At 290. Here on my right at 290,000. Anybody else coming in at 290,000? It's against you up front here, and it's against you there. Still with Catherine here at 290,000. It's on my right-hand side still. Max, are we going to go on? No, that looks pretty terminal to me at 290,000. The phone's gone down, and it's on this side. Catherine, it's still with you. Bidding on this side for the first lot at 290,000. Are you sure? At 290, and it's clearing your bid, Courtney, as well. It's here. Thank you so much. And selling for £290,000. Catherine, that's yours. Paddle number 69. Thank you. That starts us. Thank you very much indeed. Lot number 2. Again, property from the Ralph Goldenberg collection. The wonderful Agnes Martin, 2001 here. Acquired from Tim Taylor Gallery. And of course, prior to that, with Pace Wildenstein, making its auction debut. This intimately scaled, untitled work, dating from 2001, completed during the very last years of the artist's life. Extraordinarily sublime example here, this wonderful work. Gorgeous objects, been much admired in our galleries. And I want to start here at £300,000. At £300,000 for the Agnes Martin, 320,000. Thank you, Gregoire. At 320, 350,000, 380,000 now, 400,000. Thank you, Barmy. 420,000, 450. I'm with Barmy already here. 450, 480,000, 500,000, 520,000, 550,000. Here at 580,000. Thank you very much indeed. Sorry, 550 I have with Barmy at 550. Next bid is going to be 80. At 550,000. It's here on this side. It's Barmay's bidder at 550,000. 580 is bid. It's in a new place. 600,000. Thank you, Gregoire. At 600,000. Say 20, either of you. 620. Thank you, Simon. It's your bid at 620,000. I'll take 50 from you, Gregoire, at 620. Here it is, at 620,000. Simon Stock on my left-hand side at 620,000. You want to bid at 620? There it is, at 620 now. Say another one at £620,000. Simon, the last bidder here at 620,000 on this side at 620. And against you, Simon, on this side. Make your move here at 620,000. Against you, Barmaid still at 620. And looking for 650,000 here for the beautiful Agnes Martin. At 620, Simon, it's still with you on this side. All on this side at the moment at 620,000. Against you up front, sir, in the room as well at £620,000 for the Martin at 620,000. Simon, are we going to come in? At 620,000, here it is. It's on the telephone here, and against you there, sir, as well at 620 and selling. Fair warning to you here. It's on the telephone with Simon Stock at £620,000. The hammer is coming up. Fair warning to you all. Against you, Greg. Last chance, sir. At £620,000. Simon, it's going to be yours. Thank you very much. It's paddle number 220. Congratulations. And lot number 3 is next. The first of this evening's works by Cy Twombly, the untitled Formian Dreams and Actuality. Showing above my colleagues' heads, just on this side. Your right, my left, as we look at the end of the room here, this extraordinary work here from 1983, leading tonight's offerings by Cy Twombly. This work on paper by the artists from the early 1980s, as I mentioned. They rarely appear at auction. This one a particularly great example. And Ralph acquired this work, Sotheby's in New York in November 1989. It's been in the collection ever since. Fabulous thing, and I'm going to start here at £900,000, at 900,000, £950,000 now for the Twombly at 950,000, £1 million, sir, is your bid. At 1 million, 1,100,000. Thank you so much. At 1,000,001, 1,200,000. At 1,000,002, it's against the pair of you. It's the gentleman's bid here. 1,300,000. So with another new bidder at 1,300,000 with Claudia Dweck at 1,300,000. You say 4, sir. At 1,300,000. It's just a short step. 1,400,000 now. It's bid. Thank you, madam. At 1,400,000. And against you, Claudia, and it's against you, Caroline, it's against you, Simon, at 1,400,000. 1,500,000 now, it's bid. On the telephone with Claudia Dweck at 1,500,000. Say 6, please. At 1,500,000, still on this side, at 1,500,000. Fergus, you coming in here at £1,500,000. 1,500,000, still here at 1,500,000. Thank you, Claudia. 1,600,000, thank you so much. At £1,600,000. Ladies bid again, in the room. You bidding, madam? At 1,600,000. Here it is, ladies bid at 1,600,000. That's against a number of you here, Fergus. 1,700,000. Will you say 7? Yeah, 1,700,000. I'm taking 1,700,000. Let's try it. 1,750,000. Thank you so much. There's still 3 of you in it here at 1,750,000. Who's going to give me 8? Ladies bid here at 1,750,000. Against you on both sides. Fergus, come in, please, at 1,750,000. For the great Twombly work on paper here. The old 1.8 is bid. It's in another new place. Thank you, Caroline Lang, at 1,800,000. Here on the telephone at £1,800,000. Now, new bidder at 1,800,000. Against you again, madam, here at 1,800,000. Try 50. 1,850,000. Thank you, Simon, at 1,850,000. Say 9, please, Fergus. At 1,850,000. Here with Simon Stock. 1.9 is bid. Thank you, sir. I'm looking for 50 here. 1,900,000. It's behind me there. 1,900,000. And against you up front here at 1,900,000. Say 50, sir. At 1,900,000. On this, sir. Saying 50? At 1,900,000. With Fergus at 1,900,000. Caroline, you coming in? 1,950,000. With Simon Stock at 1,950,000. It's against you, Caroline, at 1,950,000. It's about 4 of you here in it at the moment at 1,950,000 for the Twombly. At 1,950,000. Simon, it's your bidder still at 1,950,000. Fergus, let's make it a cool 2 million at 1,950,000. It's here with Simon at 1,950,000. Say another one. At 1,950,000. Thank you, Simon, at £1,950,000. And against you here at 1,950,000. At 1,950,000. Simon's bidder again at 1,950,000. Caroline. £2 million. Thank you. £2 million for the Twombly at 2 million. £2 million. Thank you, Caroline. It's your bidder at £2 million now. Clears your bid. 2,050,000. Thank you, Simon, at 2,050,000. And it's against you on this side, Antonia, not yours, at 2,050,000. It's still here at 2,050,000. It's all on my left at 2,050,000. Thank you, Simon. It's there at 2,050,000. Still with you here at 2,050,000. You coming in, sir? At £2,050,000. At 2,050,000. Caroline, give me 1. At 2,050,000. We're going to sell it then at 2,050,000. Still on my left here. Fair warning to you all. And selling at 2,050,000. The hammer is coming up. Last chance. Simon, fair warning. Thank you very much indeed. It's panel number 220. Congratulations. Panel 220. Thank you. And lot number 4 is the Bryce Marden, the Hydra drawing. The first of 5 Marden works across the 2 cells tonight, and of course resuming at 2 p.m. London time tomorrow with the remainder of the Goldenberg cell in the day cell. Please don't miss it. This wonderful work here, fabulous calligraphic work, and I'm going to start the bidding here at £190,000, at 190,000, £200,000, at 200,000, 210,000, at £210,000. At 210,000. Come in at £210,000. Anyone else at 210? 220,000. Thank you, David. At 220. 230 now. At 230,000. Give me 40. 240. Thank you, Antonio. 240,000. You want to go on here at 240. It's Antonia's bidder at 240,000. Still with Antonio. You're coming in, David, again at £240,000. Here it is. Antonia's bid at 240,000. 250. Thank you, sir. It's in a new place. In the room at 250. Gentlemen up front, the second row here at 250,000 against you all. 260 now. 270. Thank you. At 270,000. Give me 80. 280 now. 290 is bid. It's back in the room again at 290. £300,000 now. 20, sir. 320. Next bid's 340. At 320,000, say 40, please. At £320,000. There it is. At 320. Gentlemen seated. At £320,000. You're going to come in again, Antonio, at 320,000. At 320,000. Gentlemen seated here at £320,000. 330. 350. Thank you, sir. At 350,000. Here at 350. In the room again at 350,000. Clears all the bids on either side of the telephones at 350. So gentlemen seated here. And I'm going to sell at 350. Fair warning to you all. Last chance at £350,000. Thank you, sir. Panel 931. And lot number 5 is the wonderful Gerhard Richter painting from 1996, acquired from Anthony Doffe Gallery, here in London, of course, and never in any other collection since then. The wonderful Richter, the abstractist builder. And I'm starting the bidding here at £500,000, at 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 now, at 700,000, £800,000 now, at 800,000, £900,000. Thank you, Alex. at £900,000. It's on your telephone at £900,000. It's on my right here at £900,000 and selling at £900,000. You bidding, sir? At £900,000. Here it is. It's on my right-hand side. Alex at £900,000. 950 is bid online against you, Alex, at 950,000. We have a new online bidder at 950,000. It's panel number 140 online at 950,000 pounds. And against you, Isabel. It's against you, Camilla, at 950,000. It's online against you, Alex, still. Give me another bid at 950,000 pounds. There it is, 950,000 pounds. You want to bid on this side? Madam, you bidding? Just pointing out something in the ether. Don't worry. At 950,000. It's here. Online at 950,000, we're selling here. It's against you, Alex. Last chance. And selling to you, panel number 140, Sotheby's.com. Thank you so much. Sold to you. 950. Panel number 140, which moves us on, ladies and gentlemen, to lot number 6. The Robert Ryman, wonderful work here from 1963. Goldenberg held a deep admiration for Ryman and was particularly fond of this untitled work from 1963, choosing it specifically because it had been kept in the artist's original frame. Works of this significant period are particularly rare, with many iterations residing in permanent collections of international repute, like the Philadelphia Museum of Art and, of course, the MoMA in New York. Here it is, wonderful work from 63. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £600,000. 600,000, 650,000, 700,000 now. It's 700,000. That's 700,000, 750,000. That's 750, 800,000. Thank you so much, Isabella. 800,000. Isabel Pargman's bidder here at £800,000. On my right at 800,000 and selling at £800,000. It's here at £800,000. Thank you, Isabel. At £800,000. Anyone else at £800,000? You bidding, sir? At £800,000. Still on my right here at £800,000. Your bid, Isabel, at £800,000 for the 63 Ryman. It's here at £800,000. Still on my right, Isabel. It's your bid at £800,000 against you, David, at £800,000. Any more? I'm going to sell it at 800. Fair warning. Hammer is up for £800,000. Thank you, Isis. Panel number 71. And lot number 7, sold as viewed. Thank you so much. This time, side Twombly by the Ionian Sea. No example of this sculpture by Twombly has ever come to auction. Of course, in a bronze edition of 6, the original assemblage is in the Kunsthaus in Zurich, but other examples in the bronze reside in the Museum of Modern Art Collection, New York, the Broad in Los Angeles, and of course the Cy Twombly Foundation, leaving just 2 other examples left in private hands. Wonderful, wonderful sculpture, and I'm going to start the bidding here at £500,000, at 500,000, 550,000 now, 550, 600,000, 650, there it is, 650, 700,000 with Camilla. At 700,000, give me 50, 750,000 with David Schrader now. At 750, here, will you bid more? 800,000, bid in the room at £800,000. Here it is in the room at 800,000. David, give me 50 now. £850,000. Say 9, sir, at £900,000. Thank you so much. At 900,000. 50 would be next, David. At £900,000 here. In the room again, 950. It's here again with David. £1 million. It's in the room again at £1 million. Give me 1,000,001, please, David, at £1 million there. In the room again at £1 million. At £1 million. Here it is. Gentlemen seated at £1 million. Thank you so much, sir. £1 million. 1,050,000. Thank you. 1,050,000. Say one. 1,100,000. Thank you. At £1,100,000. At £1,100,000. Say 1,150,000. 1,150,000. 1,200,000. Thank you so much, sir. 1,200,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 1,200,000. Say 50. It's in the room again at 1,200,000. The gentleman has it presently at 1,200,000, 1,250,000. 1,250,000. Try 3, sir. 1,300,000. It's your bid. Thank you so much. At 1,300,000 now. Gentleman in the room again at 1,300,000. I'm looking for 50 from you, please. At 1,300,000, there it is. And against you, David, it's still in the room with the gentleman seated. 1,350,000. I need 4, sir. At 1,350,000. And an England win tonight. That would help too. At 1,350,000. Want a bid, sir? Didn't seem to get that one. Yep, 1,400,000. Here it is at 1,400,000. Thank you, sir. At 1,400,000. Try 50. At 1,400,000. David. At 1,400,000. Thank you very much indeed, sir. It's your bid currently at 1,400,000. Against you here, David. 1,450,000. It's in a new place now. 1,450,000. Thank you very much indeed. 1.5 is bid. At 1,500,000. There's 3 of you in it at the moment. At 1,500,000. Do you want to try 50, sir? At 1,500,000 is on my right-hand side. 1,550,000. Here it is, at 1,550,000. Give me 6, David. At 1,550,000. At 1,550,000. 1,550,000. It's back in the room again at 1,550,000 pounds. 1,600,000. It's back with David Schrader at 1,600,000 pounds. Are you out, sir? At 1,600,000 pounds. I don't need to tell you how good this sculpture is. At 1,600,000. Sure. At 1,600,000, it's here at 1,600,000 pounds. Camilla, do you want to come in again at 1,600,000 pounds? You sure? At 1,600,000. It's here at 1,600,000 and it's against you, so 1,650,000. He's come back in again at 1,650,000. You want to try 7, sir? At 1,650,000 is here. Try one more, sir. 1,700,000. Thank you, David. At 1,700,000 now. 1,700,000. Either of you at 1,700,000. Don't let it go. 1,700,000. Want to say 50, sir? At 1,700,000. There it is. 1,700,000 pounds. Want to give me another one? At 1,700,000. It's here, and it's against you, Camilla. It's against you here, sir. It's against you here, and it's with David Schrader. 4 bidders, strong bidders in the Toynbee sculpture market here at 1,700,000, and selling it here with David Schrader, 1,750,000. Give me 1,800,000. 1,750,000. I'd like to try 1,800,000, please. Gentleman's bid here, 1,750,000 on the second row here. Thank you very much indeed. At 1,750,000, it's your bid, sir, 1,750,000. And looking for 8. 1,800,000 is bid. At 1,800,000. It's back with David again. It's against you on this side still at 1,800,000 with you, sir, in the room. At 1,800,000. We're going to sell it this time, sir. At 1,800,000 with you, David. Against you, Camilla, and you, sir. Last chance. And selling for 1,800,000. Thank you, David. Congratulations. At 1,800,000. Panel number 104, thank you very much. And lot number 8 is the Robert Rauschenberg, The Untitled, sold as viewed. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to start the bidding here at £120,000, at 120,000, 130,000 for the Rauschenberg, at 130,000, 140,000, at 140,000, 150,000, at 150,000 pounds, 150, at 150, 160,000. At 160, 170,000. It's for the Rauschenberg at 170,000 pounds. Any more? At 170,000 pounds here for the Rauschenberg. 170. At 170,000, 180,000. At 180,000 pounds. At 180. At 180,000, 190,000. At 190. At 190, 200,000 pounds. At 200,000, 220,000. At 220,000, 250,000. At 250,000, fair warning, last chance, at 250,000 pounds. Not sold at 250,000. So we move on. Lot number 9 is the Robert Ryman, another work by Robert Ryman, this time the Untitled, 1965, the small painting here, showing on my left. Thank you very much indeed. And we're going to start the bidding here at £350,000, at 350, 380,000 now, at 380,000 pounds, 400,000, at 400,000 pounds, for the Ryman at 400,000, 420,000, at 420,000 pounds now, for the Ryman at 420,000 pounds, at 420,000 pounds, at 420,000, any more, at 420,000 pounds, 450,000, thank you, Caroline, at 450,000, it's on this side at 450,000 pounds. And selling with Caroline Lang at £450,000. Here it is, at £450,000. Your bid, Caroline. At 450 and selling it here, fair warning, last chance, Caroline, it's your bidder at £450,000. Thank you very much. It's panel 54. And lot number 10 is the Blinky Palermo, the Una Titel, acquired in 1989. This example from Palermo's series of cloth pictures has remained in the Ralph Goldenberg collection for 35 years. Last lent to the memorable show here in London at the Serpentine and indeed in Barcelona at MACBA. They're considered the artist's most significant series and its greatest contribution to both conceptual and minimalist art. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £150,000, at 150,000, 200,000 now, at 200,000, 250,000 pounds, at 250, 300,000. Thank you, Camilla, at 300,000 pounds. It's your bid at 300,000 pounds with Camilla Bettini on the telephone here at 300,000 pounds. At 300,000 pounds, here on my right and selling at 300,000 pounds for the Palermo at 300,000 pounds. It's your bid at 300,000 pounds. Still with you, Camilla, at 300,000 pounds. Any more at 300,000 pounds. Still there at 300,000 pounds. At 300,000. Against you, Fergus, at 300,000 pounds now. At 300,000. It's here on my right at 300,000. It's against you, Nick, too, at 300,000. On this side at 300,000 pounds. Thank you, Camilla, at 300. It's still with you at 300,000 pounds. I'm going to sell it at 300,000 pounds. Fair warning. It's on this side now at 300,000 pounds. Last chance for 300,000 pounds. Hammer's coming up and selling it. Fair warning at 300,000 pounds. Camilla, thank you. It's 300,000. It's paddle number 86. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go with the Kelly, the black panel with curve, lot number 11. And I want to start the bidding here at £550,000. At 550,000, 600,000 now at 600,000, 650,000, 700,000 is bid with Isabel Pargman now at 700,000 on my right. At 700,000 for the Kelly at £700,000. At 700,000 and selling it at £700,000. For the Ellsworth Kelly at 700,000. Thank you, Isabel. It's on your telephone at £700,000 against you, David. Come in now, please, sir, at £700,000. It's with Isabel. I can sell the picture at 720,000. Thank you. At 720,000 with David at £720,000. At 720, it's against you, Elia, at 720,000. With David Rothschild now and against you, Isabel, at 720,000. Want to come in again at 720? At 720. It's against you, Emma, too, and Antonio at £720,000. I'm selling it here. David Rothschild, it's your bidder, and selling. Fair warning, last chance, at £720,000. Thank you, David. Paddle number 87, thank you. And lot number 12 is the Lucio Fontana. The first of the works by Fontana from the collection, of course, more to follow tomorrow in the day sale. And we're starting here at £200,000. 200,000, 220,000, 250,000 now at £250,000. For the Fontana at 250,000. 250, 280,000. Thank you, madam, at 280. 300,000. Give me 20. 320,000. Lady in the room here at 320,000. Against you, Tom. Ladies bid on the aisle at 320,000. It's against you now. 350 is with Aaliyah. Give me 80, madam. £380,000 now. Say 400, please. At 380,000. So ladies seated here at 380,000. Thank you so much, madam, at £380,000. 400,000 is bid. At 400,000. Try 20, madam. At £400,000. It's a short step. At 400,000. 420. Thank you, Fergus, at 420,000. Say 50. It's Fergus's bidder at 420,000. Basti, we're going to come in. 450 is bid now. It's at £450,000. And against you now, Fergus, at 450,000. 480,000. Thank you so much at 480. At 480,000, say 5. 500,000. Let's try 50, please, Fergus, at 500,000. Next bid's 550,000. Say another one, please, at 500,000. Here it is at £500,000 on my left with Bastian Leuter from our German office at £500,000. Say another one, please, at £500,000. Here it is against you, Elia, at £500,000. Want to come in? 500. At £500,000 against you, Fergus now. At £500,000. You out, sir? Sure. At 500,000. Here it is. It's with Basti's bidder. Fergus? We'll try them again. At 500,000. Fair warning now. Basti, it's your bid and selling at £500,000. Thank you very much. It's panel number 30 at 500,000. And lot number 13 is the Ryman. Another work by Ryman, the third work, of course, in the evening sale tonight. And I want to start the bidding here at £500,000, at 500,000 for the Ryman, at 500,000, 550,000, at 550,000, £600,000 now, at 600,000, at 600,000, 650,000, at £650,000 here for the Ryman at 650,000. Any more at 650. At 650,000. It's for the Robert Ryman here at £650,000. At 650,000. Still at 650,000. Any more at 650,000. At 650,000. 700,000. At 700,000. For the Ryman at 700,000. 750,000. At 750. 800,000. At 800,000. 850,000. At 850,000. 900,000. At £900,000. At 900. 950,000. At 950. £1 million. For the Ryman at £1 million. Any more? £1 million. Fair warning now. Last chance. It's at £1 million. Fair warning at £1 million. It's a pass at 1 million. And we move to lot number 14. It's the small little femme debout, the Alberto Giacometti. Showing here, right in front of us. Thank you, the bids clerk's desk. Thank you very much indeed. Looking absolutely wonderful there. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £300,000, at 300, 350,000, £400,000 now, 400,000, 450,000, at 450,000, at 450,000, £500,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 550 is bid. 600,000, 650,000 with Julian, 700,000 with Barmy, at 700,000. I want to say 50, sir. At 700,000, still with Barmy's bidder. It's action online as well here. 750 with Max Moore in a new place. 800,000 ahead of you there. It's with Barmy's bidder at 800,000. Want to give me 50? 850 with Thomas Bumpard. Multiple bidders. 900,000. Thank you, Barmy. At £900,000. 900,000. Still with you, Barmy, at 900,000. Against you, Max. Against you, Julian, at 900. Give me 50, Thomas. 950. Thank you, Max. £1 million. Thank you, Barmy. At £1 million. At 1 million. Give me 1,000,001, either of you. At 1 million. At £1 million. At 1 million. It's Barmy's bidder at £1 million. You want to come in again, sir? 1,100,000. Thank you, Max. At 1,000,001. At 1,100,000. Anyone else? Greg, are you coming in at 1,000,001? At 1,100,000. Still on this side. Max is with you. Barmy, give me 2, sir. 1,000,002 is bid. Thank you so much. At 1,200,000 now. 1, 2. At 1,200,000. Say another one at 1,002,000. Max, come in again at 1,200,000. Say 3. At 1,200,000. 1,250,000. Thank you, Max. At 1,250,000. And that leaves 1,003,000 with you, Barmy, please. At £1,250,000. You out, sir? At 1,250,000. Still with Max now and selling it here. Utterly, are we coming in at all? At 1,250,000. It's here on this side at 1,250,000. It's Max's bidder and selling now 1,250,000. I thought you might be coming in here, Greg, at 1,250,000. We'll try 3. Yes? Make it worth the wait, sir. At 1,250,000. I'll take 80 from you now, sir. You out? At 1,250,000, Max's bidder, and selling for 1,250,000. Thank you, Max. Panel number 2 is yours. Wonderful work. Congratulations. Please thank your client. And lot number 15 is the penultimate work from this evening's Goldenberg collection. Again, please stay tuned tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. for the rest of the collection as well. Another work here by Sotheby, the portrait of a young man, of course, previously in the collections of both Andy Warhol and Yves Saint Laurent. Wonderful provenance, wonderful picture, 1962 here, the portrait of a young man. And I'm going to start the bidding at £200,000, at 250,000, 300,000 now, 300,000, 350,000, at 350, 400,000 with Isabel Pargman at 400,000. Starts us off at £400,000. And we can sell at £400,000. Thank you, Isabel. It's your bid at £400,000. Anybody else at £400,000? Still with you, Isabel, at £400,000. And selling it here at £400,000. Anyone else at £400,000? For the Twombly at £400,000. And against you all at £400,000. I'll take 50 from the lady here. Thank you, madam, at £450,000. Thank you for your patience. At £450,000. Give me £500,000. Isabel, no? At £450,000. Lady seated. at £450,000. Bastia, we're going to come in at £450,000. 450,000 is bid. Thank you, madam, at 450,000. Here it is, at 450,000. Want to say one more? Say 500. 500,000 is bid. Thank you very much. It's in the room at 500,000. Give me 50, madam, at 500,000. 500,000 pounds. 520,000. 520,000. Lady seated here at 520,000 pounds. No, at 520 now. It's back in the room again at 520. Bassi, you want to give me 50? At 520,000 pounds. It's here at 520,000. Lady seated and selling 520,000. Bassi, are we out? Fair warning now, 520,000. Here it is. I'm going to sell it in the room, of course, at 520,000. Coming in again. Quickly, Basti. 520, ladies bid. Basti, now or never. And selling for 520,000. Thank you very much. It's pedal number 914. And which leads us to the last lot of this wonderful group, the Rachel White read. The wonderful bookshelf. Again, multiple works in the day sale tomorrow, also by Rachel White read. And I'm going to start the bidding here at £60,000, at 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, at 80,000, 90,000 pounds now, 100,000. Thank you, Tom, at 100,000 pounds. It's with you at 100,000 pounds. And selling at 100,000 pounds here on my right at 100,000 pounds. Tom Edison's bidder at 100,000. Anybody else at 100,000 pounds? 110,000. Thank you, David, at 110,000 pounds. David Rothschild at 110,000. Here at 110,000. Against you in the room here at 110,000. Give me 20. At 110,000 pounds. Still with David here at 110,000. Anybody else at 110? Against you, Tom, at 100 now, 110,000. With David Rothschild, and I'm going to sell it against you, Tom, at 110,000 pounds. Anyone else at 110,000? At 110,000. 120 now. Against you. 125, 130 is my bid. 135 clears my bidder. 135 is yours, and I'm out at 135,000 pounds. David, it's your bid, and I'm selling it here. Fair warning, before handing over to Helena for 135,000 pounds. Last chance. David, it's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 88. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to pass over now to Helena. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Delighted to be continuing the sale of modern and contemporary art with lot 17, going straight on to this magnificent work by Pablo Picasso, showing here in the galleries the 1960 painting, of course, inspired by Jacqueline, coming from an important Italian private collection, and fresh to the market. It's been in the same family for over 50 years. We start the bidding here at £2,800,000, at £2,800,000 to start this lot, at £2,800,000. 3 million, thank you, sir, 3 million up front, at £3 million now, at £3 million, at £3 million now, £3,200,000, thank you, at £3,200,000, 3,500,000 still up front, at 3,500,000, will you give me 3,800,000, at 3,500,000, 3,800,000, thank you, sir, 4 million here, at £4 million now, at £4 million up front, at £4 million, and against you further back, will you try 4,200,000, at 4,200,000, thank you, at 4,200,000, 4,400,000, will you say, what were you thinking? 4,400,000, thank you very much. 4,400,000, I'll take 6. Or 5, yes, 4,500,000. And you take 6 at 4,600,000. Up front, 4,600,000. Try one more. At 4,600,000. I have here up front at 4,600,000 for this wonderful 1960 Picasso. Beautiful work. Try one more. At 4,600,000 pounds for the 1960 Picasso Jacqueline. Give it one more. Thank you very much. 4,700,000 and 4,000,008 and still climbing here up front. And thank you for being here at 4,800,000. Want to round it up? At £4,800,000 now. Still in the room, against you all on the phones, at £4,800,000. Will you try one more, sir? At 4,800,000? You sure? Give you time. At 4,800,000, otherwise I'm selling. It's not yours here on the phone, it's in the room here up front. A fair warning, sir, further back, at 4,800,000. I will bring the hammer down. Fair warning at 4.8. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And that was quite quick, but it's 959. I got it. Yeah, thank you very much. Which brings us to lot 18, which is the magnificent work by Basquiat, which you would have seen when you came in, and in the View, of course, produced in 1982, a crucial year for Basquiat, only 22 years old. The wonderful triptych, like a Renaissance altarpiece, great work by Basquiat, and the portrait of the artist as a young derelict is the title. And we start here at £13,500,000, at £13,500,000 now, at £13,500,000 now, at 14 million now, at 14 million now, at 14 million, 14,500,000, at 14,500,000, 15 million, thank you, Grégoire Billot, at £15 million, am I right? Grégoire Billot's bid, thank you very much, Grégoire, at £15 million for the Basquiat I have here. On my right, at £15 million, at £15 million, it's against you on the phones and in the room. At £15 million, I have Grégoire's bid at £15 million for the Basquiat, and I can sell it at £15 million only, unless there's any further advance here in the rooms at £15 million. Sold. Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much. That's number 22. Congratulations. Which brings us to lot 19, which is sold as viewed, the beautiful Alberto Giacometti, the Femme debout, the bronze. Please note that this work is number 5 from an edition of 8, plus 1 zero cast and 1 Fondation Magd cast. And we will start here, sold as viewed, the Giacometti Femme debout, we start here at £950,000, at 950,000, at 950,000 now. At 950,000, looking for a million, at £950,000 now, at 950,000, at 950,000, 1 million now, at £1 million now, at £1 million, at £1 million, is there a bidder in the room? Can I say 1-1? Thank you, at 1,100,000 in the room, at £1,100,000, the ladies bid, at £1,100,000 here in the room, at £1,100,000 here, at £1,100,000 here, and £1,100,000 I have here in the room at 1.1, 1,200,000. Thank you, David Rothschild, and welcome to London. And £1,200,000 here on the phone now. 1,250 I can take. Thank you very much, madam. 1,250. Next is 1.3. 1,250,000 we have here in the room. 1.3 straight back in. I'll take 50 again. 1,300,000. David Rothschild's bid. Thank you. 1,300,000. Give me 50. Or 100, £1,300,000. David Rothschild's bid, and against you, madam. Do you try one more? £1,300,000 for the beautiful Giacometti Femme debout. Try one more. £1,300,000. It's still with David Rothschild on the phones, not yours. But I can wait a little bit if you're going to bring me a good bid. £1,300,000, not your bid. Thank you. 1,350,000. Try 1.4. 1.4 it is. Have to try again. £1,400,000. Still with David Rothschild at £1,400,000. Try 50 again. Oh, no, you sure? But thank you anyway for your bids, and I will sell it then to David Rothschild's phone at £1,400,000. Thank you. Sold. 88 it is. Thank you. And that brings us to lot 20, another work by Picasso, this time the Portrait de Femme from 1953, showing here on the easel, wonderful monochrome painting of François Gillot to be sold on behalf of the state of the Netherlands. Magnificent painting here, originally formerly at the collection of Marina Picasso and inherited from her grandfather's estate. The painting has not appeared at auction for over 20 years. And here it is, showing here on my left, and we start the bidding here, and £1,800,000 here, 1,800,000, 1,900,000 here, 1,900,000, £2 million now, at £2 million now, at £2 million, at £2 million now, at £2 million, 2,100,000, at £2,100,000 now, at £2,100,000, at £2,100,000 here, at £2,100,000 for the beautiful portrait of Gillot by Picasso from 1953 at £2,100,000, at £2,100,000, and any advance here on the phones, you coming in, at £2,100,000 here. You want to try one? At £2,100,000, and any advance here. Simon, look like you might be coming in at £2,100,000 only for this beautiful Picasso oil and canvas of 1953 at £2,100,000. Lorenzo, you bidding? At £2,100,000, fair warning, at £2,100,000, I shall bring the hammer down, at £2,100,000. Pass. Lot 21 is the beautiful work by Elizabeth Caton. Thank you, the Queen Elizabeth II, from a distinguished private collection. Thank you very much for showing it to us here. Magnificent work, beautiful portrait. And we will start here at only £200,000 here, at only £200,000, 200,000, 220,000, at 250,000 now, at £250,000, 280,000, at £280,000 here, at £280,000 here, at £280,000 for the patent, at 280,000, at 280,000, 300,000 with Nick Buckleywood at £300,000 now on my right, at £300,000 here for the patent, and any advance here in the room. I have 300,000. I can sell it to 300,000 only. It's your bid, Nick. Thank you so much. At £300,000. Max, are you coming in? At 300,000? Yes, thank you very much. 320,000. Thank you, Gregoire. 320, you coming back in, Nick? At 320,000. Greg's bid, give me 50. You sure? Then I have Greg's bid at 320,000. And with someone coming in here at 320,000, I'm selling it on Greg's phone at 320,000. Sold, thank you. 41 it is. Congratulations. Lot 22 is withdrawn, so we move straight on to lot 23, which is the exquisite work by Degas, property from a private collection, Mademoiselle Becca or Ambassadeur. Beautiful small work here, the Café Concert, and executed in pastel, and showing here in the sale room. I will start here at £140,000 here, at £140,000, £150,000 now, at £150,000, £160,000 now, 170, thank you, Tom Edison, at £170,000 now on my right, at £170,000 here on my right, at £170,000. I have it £170,000 and I can sell it at only £170,000. This beautiful work by Degas, important work, the Café Concert. Tom Edison's bid at £170,000, unless there's any advance online or on the phones. It's your bid, Tom, thank you very much again. And selling at 170. Sold, thank you, Tom, 94 it is, congratulations. Which brings us to lot 24, sold as you, which is the magnificent Paula Rego, property from a distinguished private Italian collection, Meadow, masterpiece by Rego, from her most celebrated body of works, making its auction debut here tonight. A wonderful image, and this artist will, of course, as you may have heard, form the subject of a comprehensive exhibition later this year in the Kunstmuseum Basel in Switzerland, the first ever time Rego will be shown in Switzerland. But this is a magnificent work. I hope you got to see it firsthand by Paula Rego, and we will start the bidding here already at £1,500,000. £1,500,000 to start this lot. £1,500,000. At 1,500,000, 1,600,000, at 1,600,000 now, at 1,700,000, at 1,700,000 pounds, 1,800,000. Thank you, Fergus, with Fergus stuff at 1,800,000 pounds. Fergus's bid at 1,800,000 pounds. Thank you, Fergus, at 1,800,000. This masterpiece by Rego at 1,800,000 pounds. It's your bid, star, Fergus. It's your bid, Fergus. Against you here on this side of the room. You coming in here on the phones at £1,800,000. It's not with you at £1,800,000. I still have Fergus's bid. Against you here in the room and selling then. Fair warning, all done. Thank you so much at £1,800,000. Sold. Many congratulations, Fergus. Thank you. And that is 131. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the beautiful Cubist work by Pablo Picasso, lot 25, being brought up front to you here, the Guitar on Tapis Rouge, epitomizing the artist's bold, stylistic evolution following First World War. With an exceptional provenance and illustrious exhibition history, it last appeared at auction some 20 years ago. This is the Cubist 1922 Picasso, thank you, the monumental work, showing here on my left. And we will start the bidding here at £8 million here. At £8 million to start this lot. At £8 million here. At £8 million, £8,500,000. At £8,500,000 now. At £8,500,000. £8,500,000 here. £9 million now. At £9 million. At £9 million now. At £9 million. At £9 million now. For the Picasso at £9 million. Looking over here at £9 million here for the Picasso. At £9 million, I have £9 million. You coming here on the phones at £9 million? You coming in at £9 million here? And against you at £9 million I have here at £9 million. £9 million. It's not with you. At £9 million, you want to come in at £9 million. Not your bid. Look like you might be about to bid at £9 million, and not with you. At £9 million here. I'm waiting patiently, we're all waiting patiently at £9 million. And any advances here in the room for the 1922 beautiful Picasso still life, magnificent work. I'm looking over here because I think there's something going to happen here on the phones. Yes, but you need a bit more time while we ad-lib here. And you have all the time in the world. 9.3 is a good bid. Thank you very much. At £9,300,000. Simon Stock at £9,300,000. Thank you very much. At £9,300,000. It's Simon Stock's bid on the telephone here on my left at £9,300,000. And I can sell it at £9,300,000. This is any further advance here in the room, on this side of the room, indeed. Otherwise, I'm taking Simon's bid. Thank you very much, Simon Stock, at £9,300,000. Are you all done for the Picasso at £9,300,000? Sold. Congratulations. Thank you, Simon. 84. Thank you so much. Which brings us on to lot 26, which is the beautiful Van Gogh drawing, rare piece, distinguished private collection piece of two women strolling. Thank you for showing us that to us here. And we start the bidding here at £170,000 here, at £170,000 here, at £170,000, £180,000, £180,000, at £180,000, £190,000, at £190,000, £200,000 with the absentee bid, CC, against you. At £200,000 I have with the absentee bid, against you, CC, and against the rest of you in the room, absentee bidder, at £200,000, £220,000, Thomas Boy Bowman at £220,000. It's not your bid, CC. At £220,000, I'm out. Thomas's bid at £220,000. And CC, do you want to come back in one more? At £220,000. Otherwise, I have Thomas's bid. It's not yours here at £220,000. £230,000. Thank you for coming all the way. At £230,000. Thomas, give me 240, or indeed 50. 240, thank you. At £240,000 for the Van Gogh drawing. At £240,000. Try one more, CC. Give me 50. At £240,000. Still Thomas's bid. Our head of evening sale here in London for modern art. At £240,000 for the Van Gogh. It's not yours, CC. 250, just in time, at £250,000. Would you like to try one more? At £250,000. 260 it is. And against you again, CC. Try 70. at 260,000. Give me one more. At 260,000, still with Thomas, not your bid. Want to come back in? Very rare, Van Gogh drawing, £270,000 only. Or 260. Were we at 260? Yeah? You out? You out? And then selling then is your bid at £260,000. Yes, Thomas? Selling Thomas's bid, thank you anyway, Cici, at 260,000. Sold, thank you. Lot 20, number 20, at 260. Which brings us to lot 27, which is the rare work by Hammershøi, Willem Hammershøi, the landscape view. Beautiful, rare work. A landscape this time by Hammershøi from a Danish private collection. And we will start the bidding here at £400,000, at £400,000, £420,000, £450,000, £480,000 now, at £480,000, £500,000 now, at £500,000 now, at £500,000, at £500,000, £550,000. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome. At £550,000 is your bid, sir. I know you love this painting. At £550,000, thank you. At £550,000, and any advance against the room bid of £550,000 only for this beautiful Hammershøi. It's not your Cici. At £550,000, at £550,000 against the rest of you on the phones. Anyone else coming in on the Hammershøi at 550,000? Are you holding a bid there? Cici, I have 550 in the room. I have to speed you up. I can sell it at £550,000. It's not your bid. At 550,000, I have. Do you want to bid? Well, you know, with Danny, Cici came all the way from Asia to bid on this lot. I have to give her a chance. It's very late there. Let's hope they're not asleep. I have 550, last chance, yes or no. Otherwise, it's selling to a very, very good buyer here in the room at 550,000. Yes or no? Fair warning, or selling at £550,000. Hammers up, and your hands up, but you... No. Sold. Congratulations, and thank you all for your patience. Thank you. So, on to lot 28, which is the Boetti. Thank you for bringing it up. It's from a distinguished European private collection, Tutto. And we will start here at £450,000. Here, £450,000, £500,000 now, at £500,000, at £500,000 now, at £500,000 now, at £500,000. Well, I have 550. Will you say 600? I have 550 against you at 550,000. Give me 600. At 550,000, I'm looking for 600. At £550,000. £550,000, 600 it is. Thank you very much, Brad. At £600,000, your bid at £600,000 for the Boetti, and any advance here at £600,000. Otherwise, I'm selling it at £600,000. Brad's bid and selling at £600,000. Sold. Thank you very much. 59 it is. Lot 29 is the magnificent red Fontana hanging here for you all to admire here in the sale room, the metre-high Concetto Spaziale in red, showing here from an esteemed European collection. And some interest in this work. We start already at £2 million. At £2 million, we have to start the slot. £2 million, £2,200,000, at £2,200,000, at £2,200,000, £2,300,000, £2,400,000 already. £2,450,000 with Tom Edison, £2,500,000 I'll take to round it up with Bami at £2,500,000. At £2,500,000 is Bami's bid at £2,500,000 for the red Fontana. At £2,500,000 in any advance here in the room up front. At £2,500,000, you're coming back. £2,600,000 now with Emma Baker. £2,700,000, Bami, thank you. £2,700,000 on my left. £2,700,000. Give me 8. £2,700,000 with Bami. £2,700,000. £2,700,000. £2,700,000. Try one more. Could be 8, at 2,000,007, and anyone else coming in at 2 million, 2,000,008. I took slightly ahead of you with Elia. Thank you very much, Elia. 2,800,000. 2,900, Bam is back in. Next is 3 million. At 2,900 from either of you, Elia or Emma, at £2,900,000 for the Fontana. Who will give me 3? I have £2,900,000 with Bame. £3 million it is, this time with Emma Baker. Thank you very much. £3 million. Bame, try one more. At £3 million. Or Alia. Emma Baker's bid, our head of Evening Self Contemporary Art here in London at £3 million now, against you both. Try one more. I have £3 million. 3,200,000, will you say? At 3,200,000, yes. At 3 million. Next bid is 3,200,000. Thank you very much. 3,200,000. Alia's bid, 3,200,000. That's both of you, against both of you, Bame and Emma. I have Alia's bid at 3,200,000. This magnificent red Fontana. Showing here, £3,200,000. Not your bid, Emma. And Bame, what do you say? Still with Alia. 3,300 I can take. Thank you. Alia, against you now, and Emma too. I need 3,400. At 3,300,000. It's a three-way battle here. At 3,300,000. Try one more. That's £3,300,000. Bame's bid, not yours, Emma. Have to speed you along. That's 3,400. Thank you very much. £3,400,000. And I'm looking to Bame and to Emma to break that at 3,500. Thank you for your bid, Alia, at £3,400,000 for the Fontana. You're out. Emma, it's up to you whether we bring the hammer down at 3,400 or you want to try one more. At £3,400,000. Thank you, Alia, for your patience, keeping your client there. And thank you anyway. I'm selling. It's your bid, Alia, against the rest of you in the room at £3.4 million. Sold. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And that's 49. Thank you. Which brings us to another magnificent Italian work, the Manzoni Acrome, sold, showing here in the sale room, there and on your screens, the wonderful Acrome, an exceptional example of this series, first begun in 1957, beautiful work, stunning piece. And we will start here at £2,400,000, at £2,400,000, at £2,500,000, £2,500,000, £2,600,000 now, at £2,650,000, thank you, Claudia Dweck, thank you very much, at £2,650,000 for the Manzoni, thank you, Claudia, at £2,650,000 here on my left, at £2,650,000, still with Claudia, it's against you on this side of the room, at £2,650,000. Anyone else coming in for the Manzoni? At £2,650,000. Otherwise, I have Claudia's bid, and I can sell it, this beautiful piece, masterpiece by Manzoni, selling on Claudia's bid at £2,650,000. Sold. Thank you, Claudia. Which brings us to lot 31, which is a very rare work by August Strindberg, masterpiece by the artist from the collection of J.E. Safra. It's the first appearance at auction in over 30 years. A wonderful, forward-looking work, painted in 1892, but prefiguring abstract expressionism by Strindberg from the collection of J.E. Safra. And we'll start the bidding here at £1,800,000, and £1,800,000, £1,900,000, £1,900,000, £2 million now at £2 million, at £2 million, £2,200,000, at £2,200,000 now, at £2,200,000 now, at £2,200,000, at £2,200,000 now, at £2,200,000 in any advance, at £2,200,000. Are you bidding, Pedder? At £2,200,000. At £2,200,000, are you bidding, Pedder? £2,400,000, thank you very much. At £2,400,000, Pedder's bid. At £2,400,000, I have on my left, at £2,400,000. Pedder Isaacson, here from Sweden, to bid on the incredible masterpiece by Strindberg at £2,400,000. And any advance from the rest of you here in the room, or shall we let it go back to Scandinavia with Peder at £2,400,000? Sold. Thank you very much. That's 35. Thank you, Peder. Congratulations. Lot 33 is the Jonas Wood, which is showing right at the back of the sale room, for those of you who can see it here. The monumental work by Jonas Wood from a distinguished private Italian collection. And we will start here at £750,000, at 750,000, 800,000 now, at 800,000, 850,000 now. 900,000, thank you, David, at £900,000. David's bid at £900,000. Well, can you try and get 950? At £900,000. At £900,000, you want to try? At £900,000, we'll have a little... At £900,000. I will take the 925. Would you like to bid one more? At 925,000. At £925,000. Try one more, David, if you can. It's beautiful Jonas Wood, been so beautifully displayed here in the galleries for the last few days. At 925,000 is Courtney's bid. Thank you. At 925,000, I'm looking for 950. Thank you anyway, though. At 925,000, Courtney won it at 925,000. Sold. Thank you. At 107. And lot 34 is the Sikora, which is showing here in the galleries for you to see. Znejic Sikora from a distinguished private European collection. And we will start here at £300,000 here, £300,000. At £300,000 here, 320. At 320, 350 with Tessa. At 350,000. At 350,000, 380. Basti, thank you. At £380,000 now. At £380,000, 400 Tessa. At 400 ahead of you, Mackie. 420,000 with Basti again. At 420,000 against you. 450, thank you, Alex. And 450, 480. At 480, and who will give me 500 with Tessa now? 500, I have already looking for 50 at least. At 550 with Basti. At 550,000, Basti's bid, not yours, Tessa. At 550,000, £600,000 now with Tessa. At £600,000 now against you both and against you, Basti. At £600,000. It's not yours here on my right. At 600,000, Basti, are you coming back in? At £600,000 now. At £600,000 against you both. Emma, 650,000. Mackie's bid, thank you very much. 700, yes, thank you. At 700, Basti, thank you. At £700,000. And Tessa, what do we say? At 700, 750. Lots of competition here on both sides. 750,000 for determined phone bidders, at least at £750,000. Still with Tessa. Still with Tessa at 750. Not just Mackie, not just Emma. You want to try one more? Give me 800 or Basti. Otherwise, I have the bid of 750 from Tessa, and I can sell it at £750,000 for the Sikora, showing here up front. Thank you very much, all. And selling at 750. Sold. Thank you, all. That's 108. Which brings us to lot 35, which is the Paul Klee Hitze. Heat from a private collection. This is the large-scale gouache, showing here beautiful coloured work, showing here in front of you. Thank you all. And we start here at £320,000 here, 320,000 already. At £320,000 here. At £320,000 here. At 350,000. Thank you very much, Thomas Bompard. £350,000. At 380 against you. At 380,000. Against you with the absentee bid. At £380,000. It's not yours. I have the absentee bidder here. At £380,000 for the clay. Do you want to try one more? At £380,000, otherwise I'm selling it to the absentee bidder. It's not yours, Thomas, or indeed in the room. At £380,000, I have with the absentee bidder and selling at £380,000. You sure, Thomas, or you want to try one more? Selling at 380. Thank you all. That's the absentee bid. Yeah. Lot 36 is the Kusama And that is showing here behind the phone banks, behind David Rothschild, Lorenzo, and the sea in the evening glow. Beautiful work. And we will start here at £750,000, 750,000, 800,000, at 800,000, at 800,000 pounds here, at 800,000 pounds here, at 800,000, 850,000 now, at 850,000 pounds now, at 850,000, at 850,000 now, at 850,000 pounds now, you're coming in, at 850,000 pounds for the Kusama, at 850,000 pounds here. You're coming in here at 900,000. Thank you, James, at 900,000 pounds. I actually took the bid from James ahead of the online bidder, but if you'd like to bid again, I can take 950 from you online. But I have James Francis Fox's bid at 900,000 pounds. Thank you very much. Online bidder at 950,000 pounds. Thank you for joining us on Sotheby's.com. James, do you want to come back in? At 950,000 pounds. It's the online bidder. It's the online bidder. Against the rest of you on the phones. James, you want to try one more? You sure? But thank you anyway for your bid, in which case I will sell the Kusama. Kelsey, I have the online bidder at 950. I will sell it online at 950,000 pounds. Are you all done, Brad, as well? At 950,000 pounds for the Kusama. Sold. Congratulations, the online bidder. Thank you very much. That's paddle 9. And now we come to lot 37. Altogether different is the Renoir, the beautiful Bouquet de Lilas from a distinguished private collector, showing here, painted in 1878. Very beautiful still life. Last sold at Sotheby's in New York in 1987, so it's been off the market for 40 years or so. Coming back here now, and we will start the bidding here at £1,300,000 and £1,400,000, and £1,400,000 now. £1,500,000. Julian Dawes is bid at £1,500,000, and £1,500,000 now for the Renoir, and £1,500,000. I have Julian Dawes' bid at £1,500,000. £1,550,000. We also could try 100, but thank you anyway at £1,550,000. At £1,550,000. Will you give me 1,600,000? At £1,550,000. It's against you, Julian. Simon's bid at £1,550,000, £1,600,000. Thank you, Thomas. At £1,600,000. It's Thomas' bid at £1,600,000. Simon, try one more. Better still with 100. £1,600,000. £1,650,000 if it has to be. At £1,650,000. £1,700,000 with the absentee bidder. Thank you very much. Yes, I have an absentee bid. £1,700,000. Who will give me 50? £1,750,000. £1,800,000 against you. At £1,800,000 with the absentee bid against you, Thomas and Simon and Julian. £1,850,000 is Thomas Bompart's bid. Thank you very much. £1,850,000. On my right here, £1,900,000. Ben Dollar, new bidder. Thank you very much. I knew you liked this painting at £1,900,000. Ben's bid, £1,900,000. And Thomas, what do you say? Can you round it up? We have £1,900,000 from Ben against you, Simon. £1,900,000. I'm out with my absentee. £1,900,000. Try 50. Or 2 million, even better. Thank you very much. At £2 million. Thank you, Thomas. £2 million. 2,100,000. Thank you. 2,100,000. Give me 2. Either of you. Thomas or Simon. 2,100,000. 2,002,000. Thank you. 2,002,000 it is. 2,003,000. 2,300,000. 2,400,000. Very determined bidding here. 2,500,000, Ben. From New York, thank you very much. 2,500,000. 2,600,000. 2,600,000. Try 7. 2,700,000. Speeding up now. See us heading to 3 at £2,700,000. 2,800,000. 2,800,000 pounds. 2,900,000 with Ben. And it's your turn, Thomas. Give me 3. At £2,900,000. 3 million. Thank you very much. At £3 million. For the Renoir, 3,100,000. Ben is not giving up here. £3,100,000. for the Lila. By Renoir, 3 million too. 3,200,000 pounds. 3,300,000 for this classic Renoir bouquet at 3,300,000, last seen at auction 40 or so years ago. At 3,300,000 is with Ben. And Thomas, what do you say? Try 4. At 3,300,000 pounds, no? Yes, indeed, 3,400,000, not one to give up so easily. At 3,400,000, and will you say 5? Yes, 3,500,000 with Ben. At 3,500,000. Great to see 3,600,000, all this competition for a classic Impressionist, 3,700,000. It is. And not giving up. 3,700,000 is Ben Dollar. 3,700,000 pounds. And Thomas, try one more. 3,700,000 with Ben Dollar, who knows his classic Impressionists, at 3,700,000 pounds. 3,800,000, thank you, Thomas, at 3,800,000 pounds. 3,900,000, and it's your turn. Don't leave me at 3,900,000. Come on, Thomas. I need my 4 million pounds, double the low, at 3,900,000 pounds. 4 million it is, thank you. At 4 million pounds. And what do you say? 4,100,000. It's not giving up, you see. 4,100,000 pounds. Still with Ben Dollar. 4,100,000. 4,200,000. 4,300,000. You can bid in 200s if you want, and we'll get there faster. At 4,300,000 pounds. Against you, Thomas, still with Ben Dollar. 4,300,000. Yeah, that's better. Thank you very much. 4,500,000 pounds. Jumping ahead, get there quicker for our dinner. 4,600,000. Thank you. I have lopsided bidding at 4,600,000. Still with Ben. 4,600,000 pounds. And thank you for your patience here. 4,700,000. 4,800,000. 4,800,000 pounds. You could jump to 5, Thomas. We'd be very happy with that bid of 4,800,000 pounds. Yes, can I take 5? 4,900,000. Well, then it's Ben's turn. At 4,900,000, there it is. Thank you very much. At 5 million pounds with Ben Dollar for the Renoir Lila. A bouquet de Lila at 5 million pounds. At 5 million pounds here. And against you, Thomas. And great to see all this depth of competition for a classic Impressionist bouquet. 5,200,000, thank you. 5,200,000 pounds. With Thomas, 5,200,000 pounds. And what do you say, Ben? 5,300,000, thank you. Very determined. 5.3 million pounds. 5.3 million pounds. While you battle it out, the two of you, 5,300,000 pounds. 5,500,000. Thank you. 5,500,000 pounds. 5,600,000. 5,600,000 pounds. All eyes on you, Thomas. 5,600,000 pounds for the Renoir bouquet. 5,600,000 pounds. Still Ben Dollar's bid. Our chairman from the Americas. 5,700,000. 5,700,000. 5,800,000. It's your another turn to jump it. 5,800,000. 5,800,000. While we watch the market for Renoir here in this room, are you sure? Thank you for your deep bids. And if you're definitely out at 5,800,000 pounds, Thomas, if it's not yours and you're sure, but thank you anyway, I will sell it on Ben Dollar's phone, unless you're coming back in at 5,800,000 pounds. Want to try one more? at £5,800,000 for the Renoir. The suspense, no, thank you very much, and sold. Thank you, 152. Congratulations and thank you. So, and now we move on to another work by Renoir, this time the beautiful landscape of Varangeville from the collection of the 9th Earl of Jersey. And we will start here at only £700,000, at 700,000, £750,000 now, at 750, £800,000 now, at 800,000. Will you say 850? Yeah? 850 I have then already, at £850,000 here in the room, at 850,000, yeah? At £850,000, at £850,000 here in the room at 850,000. 900,000 with Alia, 900,000 against you, at £900,000. It's Alia's bid at 900,000. It's not yours, Thomas. It's not just 950. Thank you, madam. At £950,000. So your bid still at 950, and give me a million, Alia. At £950,000, and say 1 million. At £950,000, we have the bid here in the room at £950,000. At 950, £1 million for the Varangeville, £1 million. At £1 million now. At £1 million, try 1-1. £1 million. Try 1-1. 1-1 it is, thank you. 1,050,000, yeah, 1,050,000. I'm looking for 1-1 from Alia at £1,050,000. Try 1-1. Yes, thank you, there it is, at 1,100,000. Try to get 100 if you can, at £1,100,000. £1,100,000 here. On Alia's telephone, against you on the side of the room. Any more Renoir, Thomas? Are you done for the night, Renoir? Yeah, £1,100,000. Thank you anyway. 1,120,000. I think it really has to be 150, the next bid. It should be at least 100. Can you try to get 50, please? 1,100,000 on the phone. Give me 50. The beautiful, rare Renoir. Exquisite, please. £1,100,000. Next bid's 50. £1,100,000 for the beautiful work by Renoir. £1,100,000. £1,100,000. Give me 50. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. £1,150,000. £1,150,000. And now we look for two. £1,150,000. Alia? We'll give you time. £1,150,000 in the room here. Yes, thank you. 1,200,000. £1,200,000 here. Alia's bid. £1,200,000. Thank you anyway. And we will sell it then. It's not yours, but thank you. On Alia's phone for £1,200,000. Sold. Thank you, Alia. Congratulations. That's number 49. And then we move on to lot 39, which is the Sicily. So another Impressionist work, this time actually painted of the Thames in Hampton Court. So it's an English painting of Sicily, same collection from the 9th Earl of Jersey. And we will start here at £650,000 here, 650, 700,000, £750,000 now. At 750, 800,000, thank you, Thomas, at £800,000. At 800,000, 850,000, thank you, sir, at 850,000. Up front at £850,000 for the beautiful Sicily of Hampton Court. At £850,000 here. Up front for the Sicily, and any further advance in the room. On the Sicily, 900, yes, thank you, Simon, at £900,000. 950 I have against you. At £950,000. Up front, £950,000. So give me a million, Simon. At £950,000. It's up front here. Thank you both. At £950,000, you're out. Then I'm selling it here. Up front, unless there's any further advance, or indeed online, for the Sicily of Hampton Court, at £950,000. Sold. Thank you. Congratulations. Yeah. Lot 40 is the Degas horse, the bronze by Degas, sold as viewed and showing here on the screen, the beautiful bronze Cheval sans levant. And we will start here at £170,000 here, 170, 180. At 180,000, 190,000 now. At 190,000, 200,000. At £200,000 now. At £200,000 now for the Degas. At £200,000 now. At £200,000, and any advance for the Degas horse? At £200,000 for the bronze by Degas. At £200,000, and any advance here? Fair warning, or indeed online, at £200,000. Unsold. Now we come to lot 41, which is this rare work by Gino Severini. If you were wondering who this was by, this is Gino Severini's rare Pointillist work from 1908. He, of course, went on to become a Cubist, but here you see him in his Pointillist vein, the paysaggio, and magnificent large-scale painting. And we will start the bidding here at £300,000 here, at £300,000, 320, 350,000, at £350,000, at 400,000 with Julian, at £400,000 here, at 400,000, 450,000 pounds now, 450, 500,000 Julian's bid at £500,000, at £500,000 with Julian Dawes at £500,000 for the Severini, at £500,000 and any advance here, at £500,000 and any advance, at £500,000, you all done? At 550, I thought at 550,000, thank you, at 550. 550,000 here in the room, at 550,000, give me 600. At 550,000 for the rare 1908 Pointillist Severini, at 550,000. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I see you there. Welcome. 600,000. Thank you very much. At £600,000. You try 50? 50 it is. Thank you. 650. At £650,000 against you. You sure? At 650,000, Julian. At 650,000. And any advance here on this side, or indeed the rest of you here in the room, for the large Severini, Thomas, you coming in? I'm selling it otherwise at £650,000. Sold. Congratulations. Thank you. Lot 42 is withdrawn, so we move straight on to lot 43, which is the Lucy Bull, property from a private collection, and showing here, up front here, above the phone banks, lot of interest in this work. We start here already at £300,000, at £300,000 here, 320, at £320,000 here, £320,000, 350, Jackie, thank you, Jackie worked at £350,000, I have already, at 350, 380 with Cece, 400 with Tom Edison, at £400,000, now against you both on that side, at 400,000, at £400,000, 420, thank you, with CC, 450. Will you say 500, Scott? Thank you very much. At 500, I have already with Scott. 550 with Jackie, 600, Scott, thank you. At £600,000, and against you on this side, at £600,000, against you, Jackie. And Max, 650, Tom Edison, at 650 with Tom Edison, not your Scott. Jackie, you're coming back in at £650,000, or Max. Your bid, Tom. 700,000. Isabel Parkman, thank you very much. At £700,000, thank you. At £700,000, 750 I took from Max. Will you give me 800, Emma? Or Isabel, or Tom, for the Lucy Bull. Tons of competition here on all sides. Very, very strongly competed for at 750, still with Max. Not yours, Emma. Give me 800. I have £750,000 with Max Moore. That's £750,000. Isabel, at £750,000, or Emma, or indeed anyone else on this side, I have £750,000. I'm waiting for your bid, Emma. At £750,000. I have Max Moore's bid on the Lucy Bull at £750,000. Try one more. Have Max's bid, thank you for waiting, at £750,000. Give me 800. Yes or no? At £750,000 against you. Tom, would you like to come in while we wait for Emma's bid? At £750,000. At £750,000. You're all asking me to wait, but it's a simple answer. No or yes. At £750,000. I have to bring the hammer down. Thank you, Tom, anyway. And Emma, are you out? Emma, at £750,000. Congratulations, thank you for waiting. 227 it is, Max Moore. And now we come to the Chrysophyli, which is showing right at the back of the sale room, thank you, and of course on your easels. And we will start here at £350,000 here, 350,000, 380,000, at £380,000 now, 400,000, at £400,000 now, at 400,000, 420,000, at £420,000 now, at £420,000 for the Affili, at £420,000, at £420,000 here for the Chrysophyli, at £420,000 only, at £420,000, and any advance at £420,000. Pass. And lot 45 is the Marc Grosjean, the yellow butterfly over red. And thank you for bringing it out for us to see it in all its splendor. And we will start here at £350,000, £380,000 now, £380,000, 400,000, at 400,000, 420,000 now, at 450,000, Ottilie, 440, that's fine too, thank you very much, Ottilie at £440,000. Ottilie wins its bid at £440,000 here on my right, at £440,000, and I can sell it at £440,000, unless you have any advance here in the room or online, at £440,000. Sold, thank you, 153. And thank you, lot 46, it's a Glenn Brown, the Rebel, from an important American collection. And we will start here at 250,000, 250, 280,000 now, 280,000 now, £280,000 now, at £280,000 here for the Glenn Brown, at £280,000, at £280,000, at £280,000, 300, Andre's bid at £300,000, at £300,000, 320,000, with the absentee bidder against you at £320,000, with the absentee bidder, Andre, against you at £320,000 for the Glenn Brown, and any advance here, at £320,000. Give me one more, Andre, at £320,000. At £320,000 is not yours, Andre, I have an absentee bid. 330 I can take at £330,000. I'm out, it's Andre's bid at £330,000. Are you all done and selling? Andre's Lattinger's bid 340, just in time online. Thank you to the bidder online at 340. Andre, you're outbid online at £340,000. Try 50. That's £340,000. Give me one more. At £340,000. We have the online bidder on Sotheby's.com. Not yours, Andre. There it is at £350,000. With Andres Lattinger here on the phone in Bond Street, against you online. But you can try one more. At £350,000, give me 60. At £350,000 for the Glenn Brown. I have the bid with Andres Lattinger, and I can sell it at £350,000, unless you'd come in at £360. Fair warning. I have the £350,000 bid. It's not yours here. It's not yours online, if you want to bid. Otherwise, I'm selling it on Andre's phone, not yours, fair warning, at £350,000. Sold, thank you, 117, and thank you for bidding online. Which brings us to the third work by Renoir in today's sale, the Jeune Fille aux Cheveux Roux, from an esteemed European collection. And we will start the bidding here at £300,000, at 300,000, 320,000, 340,000, at £340,000, at 340,000, 360, at 360,000, now 380,000 now, at £380,000. 390, yes, thank you. Andre's bid at £390,000. Will you say 400? Yes, 400, at 400,000 with Aurélie at £400,000. Not yours. 400,000, 420. Thank you, Emily Brown, at £420,000. At 420,000, and against you, Aurélie, 420 at £420,000. At £420,000, Emily Brown's bid of 420,000. Give me 450 if you can, you sure? But thank you anyway. At £420,000, it's Emily's bid, not yours, and selling at 420,000. So thank you very much, 154. And now the first of three works from the group, An Eye for Impressionism, property for an important American estate. This is the Gustave Caillebotte, La Villa Rose, Trouville, and we will start here at only £400,000, 420, 450, 480, at £480,000, now £500,000 now, at £500,000. 550 with Andre, at £550,000 I have here on my left for the Caillebotte, at £550,000 only for the Caillebotte of Trouville, at £550,000. It's Andre's bid. And any advance here at £550,000, otherwise I can actually sell it at £550,000 only, unless there's any advance here for the Caillebotte at £550,000 here. Otherwise I'm selling to Andre's bidder, thank you Andre, at £550,000. Sold, well done, 125 it is, thank you Andre. Lot 49 is the beautiful Pissarro, view of Dieppe, après-midi, showing here the lovely Impressionist painting by Pissarro from the same important American estate. And we will start here at £800,000, at 800,000, 850,000, £900,000 now, at £900,000, at £900,000, £950,000 now, at £950,000, £1 million with Simon Shaw, at £1 million, Simon Shaw's bid, thank you, at £1 million now for the Pissarro, the beautiful Pissarro of Dieppe, at £1 million, it's Simon Shaw's bid, and I can sell it at £1 million only, unless there's any advance here in the room or online, selling at £1 million. Sold, Simon, thank you, 142. Congratulations. Which brings us to the third work from the group, the Renoir, the Bouquet de Fleurs à l'Éventail, thank you, showing here on the easel, from the important American estate. And we start here at 350,000 only, 350, 380, 400,000. At 400,000, 420, at £420,000, at 420,000, 450,000 now, at £450,000 now, at 450,000, at 450,000, 480, at 480,000, at £480,000 now, at 480, £500,000 with Scott, at £500,000, 550 with Andre, at 550,000 with Andre, against you, Scott, £550,000 is your bid, 550,000, 600,000. Thank you. At 600,000, it's Scott's bid. I can sell it at £600,000 only for the Renoir flowers at £600,000 and selling, you all done, Scott's bid at £600,000. Sold, thank you, 120. Lot 51 is withdrawn. So we move straight on to the lot 52. And lot 52 is the François Gillot, the self-portrait, showing here on the easel, the autoportrait en blanc from a private US collection. And we will start here at £70,000 already, at £70,000, £75,000, at £75,000, £80,000 I have already, at £80,000 now, at £80,000 I have already, at £80,000 now, at £80,000 with me, with the absentee bidder, at £80,000, £85,000, £90,000 against you with the absentee bidder, Alina, against you at £90,000. Absentee bidder for the François, 95,000. Who will give me 100,000? I have 95,000 with Alina. At 95,000 pounds with Alina. Thank you very much for the François Gillot. At 100,000. Thank you, Elia. At 100,000 pounds now. At 100,000. Give me 110, Alina. At 100,000 pounds now. 110 I have. Thank you. 110,000. Try one more. 110,000. Yes? 120, thank you. Alia's bid at 120,000, it's against you. Yeah, but it's already now 120. You need to say 130. Next bid is 130. Thank you. 130 I took from Alina. Will you say 140? 140, thank you. Alia's bid, as opposed to Alina's bid. 150 with Alina Davy. Thank you very much. At £150,000, Alina Davies' bid at 150,000. At 150,000 is not yours, Alia. 160, Alia Sudia. At 160,000. 170 with Alina Davy at 170,000. Alina Davies' bid at £170,000 for the François Gillot. 180 with Alia Suda for the self-portrait by Gillot. 190, Alina Davy at £190,000. And will you say 200? 200,000, thank you very much. At £200,000, Alia Suda's bid. 210, thank you. Yes, 210. Next is 20. At £210,000. At £210,000, still with Alina. At £210,000, Alia, thank you very much. 220,000, thank you. 220,000. 230 now. Alina Davy at 230,000. Battling it out for the François Gillot self-portrait at £230,000. Give me 240, thank you. 240,000, 50. Now with Alina Davy. You can go in 20s if you want. We'll get there faster. £250,000. Alina Davy. £250,000. At £250,000. Alia, 260, thank you. At £260,000. 270. At 270. At £270,000, still with Alina. 280, thank you. At 280,000 we have. Anyone want to bid on the side? We're waiting very patiently. At £280,000. Yes? £280,000. It's your bid, Alia. Alina, at £280,000, I have with Alia. 290, Alina Davy, at £290,000. Give me 300. You've come so far. That's £290,000. Alina Davy's bid. 290,000. 300, thank you very much. £300,000. Alia Suda. And you're out, Alina, but thank you anyway. Thank you all for sitting it out for François Gillot's self-portrait and selling at £300,000. Sold, Alia, thank you. Congratulations. That's number 102. And now we come to lot 53, which is the beautiful Egon Schiele drawing. The Junges Mädchen, the nude girl from private European collection, a wonderful work here. And we will start here at only £200,000, at 200,000, 220, 240, 260, at 260,000 here, at 260,000 here, at 260,000, 280,000 with Simon, sure, at £280,000 here, at £280,000, 300,000, David Schrader, thank you, at £300,000 for the Sheila. Beautiful drawing. 320, Thomas Boyd Bowman at £320,000. Thomas's bid at 320. At 320, thank you, sir. 350. Thank you very much. 350,000 here in the room. At £350,000 against you both on the phones. I have the bid in the room. 380 back in. At 380 with Thomas. At 380,000, not yours, David, sir. It's against you at £380,000. We'd like to try one more. At £380,000. And anyone else on the phone? 400,000, thank you, Grégoire. New bidder with Grégoire at £400,000. The fourth bidder already on the Sheila at £400,000, sir. At £400,000, not yours, on the aisle. 420, thank you, Thomas. 420,000. 420,000. Thank you. David at 420,000. Not yours, Greg. At 420,000. Still with Thomas. Boyd Berman at £420,000. Not yours, sir, in the room. 440, absolutely. Thanks, David. At £440,000. Give me 60 now. At £440,000. David Schrader's bid at £440,000. £440,000. It's not yours, Thomas. At 460,000. Thank you. At £460,000. Thomas by Berman. 460,000. 460,000. Very beautiful Sheila drawing. David, 460,000. Very expressive. At £460,000. I have Thomas by Berman's bid here in London at £460,000. Thank you anyway, and I will sell it, fair warning, at 460,000. Sold. Thank you, Thomas. 31. Thank you all. And lot 54 is the Alberto Giacometti, the third Giacometti in the sale. This is the figure dit cubiste, the beautiful cubist bronze from a distinguished European collection, sold as viewed and on your screens. And please note that this work is number 2 from an edition of 6 plus 2 artist proofs. And we will start the bidding here at £550,000 here at 550,000, at 550,000, 600,000, at 600,000, at 600,000, 650 now, at £650,000 now, at £650,000, 700,000, Julia Fishel's bid, at £700,000 now, at 700,000 for this magnificent Cubist Giacometti, at 750,000, 800,000, thank you. 750, thank you, 750. Thanks for pointing it out. I was getting ahead of myself there for this wonderful work. 750. No, I took 800 already with Julia. Would you like to say 850, either in the room or 850? Thank you, Bame. Bame, give me 900. I have 850 now. At 850. 900, new bidder. 3 bidders on the phone. 950, thank you. At £950,000. And who will say a million? At 950,000 is your bid. At 950,000 against you, Simon, Bame, Julia. At 950,000, £1 million now. 1-1, thank you. At £1,100,000 against you now, Julia, Bame, Simon. At £1,100,000. The Cubist Giacometti is still in the room. At £1,100,000. Julia, are you coming back in? 1,150,000 we can take. 1,150,000. Will you say 1-2? 1-2 I have now with Bame. 1,200,000. It's against you, Julia. And here in the room, Bame's bid at £1,200,000. 1,200,000. Would you like to come back in? 1,250,000. Still on the phone. 1,250,000. And against you here, 1-3. Thank you, Bame. 1,300,000. Still looking at you here in the room, in case you want to come back in at 1,300,000. Julia's there at 1,350,000. Bame, give me 4. At 1,350,000, 1,400,000 now. Bame's bid, 1,400,000. 1,400,000. Julia? You all done? I have Bame's bid at 1,400,000. Would you like to try one more for the Cubist Giacometti? Were you all done? Thank you anyway. Selling then. Bame's bid. Oh, 1,450,000. Just back in time. 1,500,000. And what do you say? Have 1,500,000 here. Still with Bame. Thank you anyway. Valiant effort for the rare Cubist work and selling for £1,500,000. Sold 65. Thank you, Bame. Which brings us to the last lot in this evening's sale, which is the Baselitz, sold as viewed, magnificent work, and we will start here at £400,000 here, 400,000, 420,000, £450,000 now, at 480,000, thank you, Nick Dymel's bid, 490, at 490 with Max Moore, at 490,000, who will give me 500, at 490,000, Max's bid, at 490,000, try 500, Nick, at £490,000, it's not yours, Nick, you want to try one more, at £490,000, 500, there you are, Nick Dimel's bid at £500,000. Max is against you at £500,000 with Nick Dimel at £500,000. Thank you anyway. And selling Nick Dimel's bid at £500,000 for the Baselitz. Last lot in this evening's sale at £500,000. Sold. Thank you very much. Lot 77. Thank you all. Well done. And we look forward to welcoming you tomorrow for the day sales. Thank you all. At 11 o'clock. Thank you.